Hi, I'm Vince Lanza. June 25, 1979. It was a clear, cool morning when the Boutwell eased away from the pier in Seattle around 10:30. The city faded behind us, the skyline swallowed by gray mist and the distant echo of gulls. We were headed north, bound for the Gulf of Alaska on a fishery patrol, the deck humming under our boots as the ship settled into its rhythm. The salt air was sharp, the water steel blue, and everyone aboard was buzzing with that familiar mix of excitement and monotony that comes with another long patrol. A few days later, we were deep into the Gulf, checking fishing vessels in a designated zone. The sea was calm, rolling gently under a pale sky as we launched the small boat for a boarding. Our target that day was a Korean trawler, a big, weathered ship with rust streaks running down her hull and a crew that looked as curious about us as we were about them. Once aboard, we went through the usual routine: logbooks, holds, gear, and licenses. Everything checked out clean. The chief was up on the bridge, speaking with the captain through a translator, when the unexpected happened. One of the guys on our boarding team, grinning like he knew something we didn't, reached into his wetsuit and pulled out a Playboy magazine, carefully sealed in plastic to keep it dry. He held it up like a trophy. For a second, the Korean crew froze, eyes wide, mouths open, then the place erupted in shouts and laughter. You would have thought he just pulled a bar of gold out of his wetsuit. The men crowded around, reaching for it, offering anything they could think of to trade. It was pandemonium, arms waving, voices overlapping, the chief trying to keep some semblance of order while we all tried not to laugh. By the time we returned to the Boutwell, our guy had somehow turned that single magazine into a stack of cash and a bottle of fine Korean liquor. He just shrugged and said, "Guess supply and demand works anywhere." We all howled. It was one of those moments you don't forget, a ridiculous, perfect slice of life at sea that broke up the grind of long patrol days. The story made the rounds on board for weeks. Even the captain couldn't help but shake his head and laugh.